Are you ready for an adventure? I am. I am ready for an adventure. And I don't know if it's going to be the adventure of a lifetime. I certainly hope so. But here I am in beautiful Fort Myers, and I am taking off on a trip. Rather, I should say we are taking off on a trip. We are taking off on the Great North American road trip. And I say the North American because we're going to travel around all of the United States, most of the United States, and well into Canada. And we're going to bring you along. So I've been anticipating this trip for quite some time. I've really been anticipating this trip. You know, I had the camper from last year. This year I went through the anticipation of getting this new truck. And I brought a very, very special friend over from Budapest, Hungary, of all places, and I'm going to share America with her over the next 3 months, and I'm going to bring you along. And I want to just take a moment, and I'm going to show you. I'll step out here. Let me grab the camera. All right. So this is the rig here. This is a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500, what's called a crew cab. And I don't have a crew with me. Maybe one day I'll have a crew, like a film crew or something like that. But no crew with me. I just have a really, really wonderful travel companion. And we're going to get in this thing, and first stop is going to be the Villages outside of Orlando before heading up to Pensacola. And we're going to be in Pensacola tomorrow on arguably one of the most, if not the most beautiful beach in the world. And then it's off to the Big Easy and the French Quarter of New Orleans on Saturday. And after New Orleans, it's off to San Antone and the Alamo. Remember the Alamo, I think is how the saying goes. Remember the Alamo. So we're off to the Alamo, and then from there, you know, we're just going to kind of go as the wind blows, so to speak. And we're starting from, look where we're starting from. We're starting from a beautiful spot. Actually, this is where I call home. This is where I hang my hat, so to speak. But this is Fort Myers, Florida. Fort Myers is just a stone's throw from the Florida Everglades. And we've spent the last several nights actually watching Ken Burns. We've been watching Ken Burns National Parks and his documentary on the national parks. So the camper is just, you know, we've been getting the camper ready for, well, I've been getting it ready for the last couple weeks. And you can see I've got some stickers on it from last year's trip. You know, Grand Lake, Colorado, Moab, Yellowstone, Rocky Mountain National Park, Grand Canyon, Badlands, Crater of the Moon, Grand Teton, and what have you. So I want to just take a moment. I'll show you the actual camper. The outside of the camper is really sweet. We can hook up a TV out here. This is called a Little Guy Max by Liberty Outdoors. So we can hook up a TV out here. You've got speakers. We'll be sitting out here with many a campfires, I'm sure, listening to some music. This is an off-road version. All right, sorry about that. Something happened with the connection. My apology. But anyway, as I was saying, this is the off-road version of the Little Guy Max. You can see there's an air conditioner up on the top, and there's a antenna, and we've got an awning. And a lot of you have seen this before because I took a trip last year with this. But I'll show you the inside. Inside is rather, you know, it's comfortable for one. It's comfortable for one. It's cozy for two. So this will be my this right here will be my travel companion's sleeping area, and she'll have a moon roof, literally a moon roof, and she'll have her TV back here. Plenty of cabinet space in this thing. You know, there's all types of cabinet space. We've got the refrigerator you know, the refrigerator, the stove. We got a, you know, here's a nice, nice rather deep sink, if you will. And of course we have a refrigerator just over here. Refrigerator runs off either AC, DC, or natural gas. I've got it on propane at the moment. So I, being the gentleman I am, I gave my travel companion the the closet. You know, the closet. So there's ample room for her stuff here. And this has got solar charging. It's got solar charging on it. And then here is the here's the shower. Shower, when I got it, I originally thought it would be too small, but it's rather a nice shower, to be quite honest with you. And the refrigerator is a rather it's a rather good size refrigerator. You can see. So it's got a little freezer compartment right up here, and we're all set to roll. And here is the here. This will be my this will be the dining area as well as my sleeping area. That table folds down, and it those cushions flatten out, and you got a sleeping area right there. So I am definitely looking forward to one really wonderful trip. And the really looking forward to a wonderful trip. And the nice thing about this trip is going to be the truck. You know, one of the nice things I should say about the trip will be the truck. So we've got a pair of bikes mounted right, gotta watch the traffic coming up and around. Got a pair of bikes mounted right here on the fork of this. And nice feature about this truck is it's got what's called the Ram Box system. And you can see, you know, you can store, there's my beach umbrella and the Frisbee and running shoes. And the back, actually bought a nice generator for the trip. Got to figure out where to put that unicycle so I can close the back here. But I'll figure it out. I'll put the unicycle somewhere, I'm sure. But anyway, so that is it. It is on with the show. The crew cab has just got some really wonderful space. I can hang my clothes back here. The seats go back up and all that. So it is on with the show, and gonna bring you along for the trip. And we'll bring you along for the trip, and I'm going to say goodbye. So I'm going to turn the camera back over to my assistant here, and you see the little X right there? So when I'm finished, when I pull out, you just hit the X and off we go. All right? So, and I have my, the other thing that an absolute must for a road trip like this is a book like Teach Yourself Hungarian. So hopefully by the end of this trip, I'm going to be, well, I'll know more in Hungarian than I know now, you know, and we'll see. We'll see, as they say. So anyway, with all that, let's start our engine and get on with the adventure.